Welcome in our geography session for standard 12th by Deshmukh Madam. We discuss a chapter first, and this is the last video of a chapter first, population part 1. Almost we discuss or cover the all points related with the birth rate, death rate, the world distribution of a population through the pie charts, and several charts also there, as well as the graphs. Then population distribution in the world, factors affecting on population is there, physical and human factors. Now we discuss the last point of this chapter, that is a demographic transition theory. The theory of demographic transition is totally based on the population trend of a country with the time. It may take several years to pass through different stage of population growth. So this theory almost related with the trend of population of a country, and that trend of population is totally related with birth rate and death rate of a country. This theory in its original form was given by Warren Thompson and Frank W. Nortenstein. So the geographer are first introduced this theory to the world, which is totally based on the birth rate and death rate of any region. Demographic transition theory can be used to describe and predict the future population of any area. This theory is predict the future population of an area with the help of the population growth in that area and the trend of that population growth. The theory tells us that population of any region change from high birth and death rate to the low birth and low deaths. At the primary stage of any country, when there is a less development, backward region is there, at that time the birth rate and death rate both are always high related with that country. For example, our India, before the independence, the India's birth rate and death rate both are extremely high and near about both are same with the quantity. That's why population growth is also limited. So that at the previous stage, at the first stage, almost the high birth rate and high death rates is there, but at the end, the stage, last stage, there is a low birth and low death rate is there. Generally, a country experiences various stages in population growth. This change is not directly change. For that change, the country experiences various stages in the population growth, and that stages are explained through the demographic transition theory. It never experiences the same rate of growth and decline. The growth and always the decline condition is not continue. So it is a always change. Along with the economic development, tendencies of a birth rate and death rate are also different. This is a graph which shows the demographic transition theory in very easy way. This axis shows 0, 10, 20, 30 and 40. This is a birth and death rate which we count for the per thousand population. This red line shows a total growth of a population. This graph, this color shows a total or actual population of that region. Then this blue line which shows the birth rate in that region, in that country. Now stages are here. First stage, second stage, third stage, fourth stage and fifth stage. First stage, it is high stationary. Second, early expanding. Then late expanding. Fourth, low stationary, and fifth is declining. High stationary means the constant population growth is there, and that population growth is very minor because of high birth rate and high death rate is there. That's why the natural increase of population is very less, and it is responsible for the low population growth in this stage. Second stage, almost in the first stage there is a Papua, then Afghanistan, such countries are there which have the high birth rate and high death rate. Second stage, early expanding. Expanding is there, means the population growth is there, but that is the stage in a second stage. That's why it is a early expanding. At the beginning the expansion of a population is there. The natural increase is also very high compared to this green color shade. If we observe green color in a first graph, first stage, and green color area in a second stage, is very highly difference in between both stages. And that's why the previous population and this natural growth of population is responsible for this growth of a second stage. High birth rate, but the death rate is decline. In third stage the death rate is decline, and it is the lowest in the third stage, and birth rate is also start to decline because of almost the development from the working population is converted into the primary, from a primary occupation into the tertiary and secondary. That's why in the third stage the countries are in a highly developing countries there. In second stage, developing is a start in a region. In this region the countries are well developing stage is here, almost developing stage. They are not total developed, but the developing secondary and tertiary activities is there. That's why the death rate is totally low and birth rate is also decline. Then in the fourth stage the population growth, natural growth is very less because a birth rate and death rate both are come together and equal. So very less birth rate and very low death rate is there. In fifth stage, almost this stage, fourth stage is we can observe in a highly developed country. And declining stage, these countries are also highly developed like Germany, then Korea, such countries are there. In a declining stage the death rate is as it is, as like a fourth stage, it is a low, but birth rate is drop below that death rate. That's why the natural decrease is in a negative phase. There is a natural decrease is there, increase is not there because of birth rate is less than death rate. That's why the population is also start to declining. Now these stages are almost each country is also move from this stage, from one stage to second, then after third, then fourth and fifth. At the starting the birth and death rate is very high, and at the end birth rate and death rate both are very less. At the starting the condition of a country is economically less developed, backward, and the end at the stage of fifth the country's economical condition is very good. Then stage 1, both birth rate and death rate are high during this phase, so population growth is stable. Birth rate high because having a loss of children is considered to be a good idea. Birth rate high, almost the countries are less developed, and that's why they are also The population is as a is as an income source, and that's why the people are also support to the high birth rate. At this stage, the financial position of the country is not developed. Almost literacy, economical development, industrial development, transportation, infrastructure is less developed in a less developed condition. The economy of such countries are depend on the agriculture and or similarly primary activities, occupations, fishing, hunting, forest material gathering, and agriculture on a primitive base. Such practices are in the this type of country which are in a high stationary stage of population growth. People engaged in secondary and tertiary activities are negligible. Because of the less development, the secondary and tertiary activities are not developed in that area, and the people are also not engaged in that activities. Second stage, early expanding. In this stage, a big gap between fertility and mortality due to the high birth rate and the decreasing of death rate is responsible for the high proportion of new population. So the fertility and mortality rate difference in between fertility and mortality is responsible for the population growth. The developing countries with the high population are currently undergoing this phase. In this stage, when the country is first new in a developing stage, such countries are almost occur in this population demographic transition stage. This stage is also known as a population explosion phase as it has the highest growth rate. There is the explosion should be there due to the high growth rate of population, because there is a difference in between birth and death rate. Almost the country like Congo, Bangladesh, Uganda, Niger, such countries as presently in this stage. Now third stage, late expanding. India and China both are there. Poverty is decreasing because of the development. Secondary and tertiary activities are developed. Use of technology is also seen to expand. Then secondary and tertiary activities are expand. Education level of a population also increases. People now know to the importance of family planning, and that's why the size of family are also reduced. China is the practice one government policy in China, that is a one couple should be only one child. Is it a boy or a girls, but only one, and that's why the population is also reduced. So this late expanding condition, the death rate is already down, but birth rate is also start to declining. Now stage fourth, the standard of living is very high. The economical condition of a country and the economical status of a citizen improve a lot. The death rate is also very low as the best medical facilities, and at the end birth rate is also same with the death rate in this stage. Epidemics like cholera, plague, etc. have been eliminated because of the highly developed health facilities are there. People are health conscious. They are also take care of their health through the different activities. So in this stage the country almost develops in a developed stage. The almost European countries are included in this low stationary stage. Now declining. The birth rate is very low and almost equal to the death rate. Population growth is minimal, or say some countries could be negative. This first line, the birth rate is very low, almost equal the death rate, as well as in some countries the birth rate is dropped down below the death rate. That's why negative growth is there, negative population is there, and the population may be reduced because of higher mortality. Due to the mortality, the population is also reduced, as well as due to the low birth rate, which is less than the death rate. That's why a new population which is responsible for growth, it is not available in that region, and that's why very low growth of a population is there, and natural decrease is there, and which is responsible for the declining of population in that area. In such countries, the number of children is very low and the elderly are very high. Elder population is very high, but the number of children are very less. Because male and female population both are engaged in economical activities, and that's why they are not preference to the new birth, and it is also responsible for the low birth rate in that region. Standard of living is very high in this region. The standard of living is very high due to the high developed infrastructure. In this way we can complete the first, fourth and last fifth declining stage of demographic transition theory. Okay, use this graph for a broad question with the stages and example of a country, as well as explain each stage in detail for a notes. Okay, thank you.